Everything you believe about yourself is a lie. The Stoics knew it. And once you see it, you'll never see yourself the same again. The lens you live through. There's a lens you carry everywhere: on the train, in your bedroom, at work, even in your sleep. That lens is the way you see yourself. Some people carry a cracked lens. Everything they see about themselves is distorted, too small, too flawed, too hopeless. Others carry a lens covered with someone else's fingerprints, opinions, judgments, expectations from parents, bosses, strangers online. The Stoics believed this lens, your self-perception, is the foundation of how you live. They didn't chase popularity or validation because they knew if your inner lens is broken, no amount of praise will make life clear. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This is not just self-help fluff. It's a battle-tested way of living. The Stoics lived through exile, slavery, war, and loss, and still found peace. Today I'm going to walk you through how Stoicism can completely change the way you see yourself, step by step. Not in abstract philosophy, but in ways you can use the moment this video ends. Chapter 1: You are not your labels. We live in a culture that loves to slap stickers on people. She's shy. He's not relationship material. I'm just not good with money. The problem: these labels are sticky. Once you hear them enough, you start wearing them like a name tag. Epictetus, born into slavery, had every reason to believe his life was already written for him. Slave wasn't just a job description, it was a social death sentence. Yet he refused to let that label define him. He studied philosophy in secret. He trained his mind while his body remained chained. Later, as a free man, he became one of the most respected teachers of his time. He wrote, "You are not your circumstances. You are your judgments about them." Modern example: imagine you bomb a public presentation. If your label is "I'm terrible at public speaking," you'll avoid it forever. If instead you think, "That presentation went badly because I wasn't prepared enough," the door to improvement stays open. Analogy: think of yourself as a book. A single bad chapter doesn't define the whole story. It's just one part of the plot. Practical exercise. For the next week, notice every time you say "I am" in a negative way. Write it down. Then, rewrite the sentence in a way that describes the situation instead of your identity. Example: I'm lazy. I haven't been active lately. One locks you in place. The other gives you a door to change. Chapter 2: Control what you can, let go of the rest. The Stoics divided life into two buckets. In my control, my thoughts, actions, choices, values. Out of my control, other people's opinions, weather, the past, the economy, chance. Everything in bucket 2. You don't waste energy on it. Sounds simple, but most people live in reverse. They obsess over likes on social media, whether people respect them, whether luck will favor them, and then they neglect the one thing they can control: themselves. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind alone. Everything else is just the weather." Modern example: a creator uploads a YouTube video and it flops. The algorithm is out of their control, but their skill in making better content next time, 100% in their hands. Analogy: picture a sailor in a storm. They can't control the wind, but they can adjust the sails. If they spend the whole trip cursing the wind, they'll crash. If they work the ropes, they'll survive. Exercise. Make 2 lists tonight. 1. What's in my control? 2. What's not in my control? Then, literally tear up list number 2. Keep list 1 where you can see it every day. It sounds almost childish, but it rewires your brain to focus only on where your effort matters. Chapter 3. Stop negotiating with yourself. We are master lawyers when it comes to arguing against our own progress. I'll start tomorrow. I'm too tired today. I'll speak up next time. The Stoics saw this for what it was, self-deception. Seneca wrote, "You act like mortals in all that you fear, and like immortals in all that you desire." We act as if life is infinite when it comes to chasing our dreams, but as if life is fragile when we're afraid. That's backwards. Story. There's a reason Roman generals celebrated victories with parades, but had someone walk beside them whispering, "Memento mori, remember you will die." It wasn't morbid, it was motivation. You don't have forever. Analogy. If someone handed you a gold coin and said, "This is the last coin you'll ever get," would you toss it into the gutter? Yet that's what we do when we waste a day on avoidance. Exercise. Pick one thing you've been putting off. Do it today. Not tomorrow. Not Monday, today, even if it's imperfect. The Stoic doesn't wait for motivation. They act because time is short. Chapter 4. You are the sum of your habits. Your identity is not fixed. It's a sum total of what you do repeatedly. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do." Example. If you see yourself as undisciplined, start with one small act of discipline each day. Making your bed, taking a 10-minute walk, reading a single page. Over time, these micro-actions rewrite your self-image from the inside out. Analogy. Your habits are like bricks. Every day you lay one. You can't build a fortress in a day, but keep stacking, and one day you'll be living inside it. Exercise. Write down the type of person you want to be. Then list one daily habit that proves you're that person. Focus on action, not affirmation. Chapter 5. Self-worth without outcomes. Stoics measure success by alignment with virtue, not by applause. Marcus Aurelius wrote Meditations without any intention of publishing it. It wasn't for the crowd, it was for himself. Modern problem. We live in an economy of attention. If your post doesn't blow up, it feels worthless. But that's outcome dependence, a mental trap. Analogy. If a farmer plants seeds but judges himself only by whether it rains, he'll live in misery. His job is to plant well, tend well, and accept the rest. Exercise. At the end of the day, ask yourself one question. Did I act according to my values today? That's it. Let that be your scoreboard. Chapter 6. The view from above. The Stoics had a powerful mental exercise they called the view from above. It was their way of breaking free from the suffocating weight of everyday problems. Picture this. You close your eyes and suddenly you're rising slowly above your own body. You see yourself sitting there, worried about the things that feel so heavy right now. Then you float higher. You see your house, your neighborhood shrinking beneath you. Keep rising. Soon entire countries dissolve into shapes and colors. The planet becomes one swirling sphere of blue and white, floating in endless darkness. From here, everything is quiet. And now ask yourself that rude email you got this morning. Where is it? That traffic jam you were stuck in, can you even find it? That argument you replayed in your head all week, where does it exist now? From this height, your worries vanish into dust. They're not gone because they don't matter, but because you've finally given them perspective. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "All of us are creatures of a day. Remember this and you will not be anxious." The truth is, you are small. I am small. We all are. But that smallness isn't meaningless, it's liberating. Because when you stop inflating your problems, when you right-size them, you make space for clarity, for gratitude, for calm. The view from above doesn't belittle your struggles. It reframes them. It reminds you that most of the chaos you carry is temporary, and that the only thing truly under your control is the way you respond. Choosing your lens. At the end of the day, the way you see yourself is the way you live. The Stoics understood this better than anyone. They didn't wait for life to suddenly become fair or easy. They built inner fortresses brick by brick, habit by habit, so they could endure anything. Think about it. Every morning you wake up, you're handed a choice. Do you see yourself as a victim of the world? Do you let external events control your identity, or do you define it yourself? The Stoics left us a blueprint. You're not your labels. Whatever society calls you, success, failure, weak, strong, these are just words. They're not your essence. You control your mind, not the world. Stop trying to bend reality to your will. Learn to master your perception instead. Act today, not someday. Change doesn't happen in the future. It happens the moment you decide. Identity is built through habit. What you repeatedly do becomes who you are. Brick by brick, day by day, value effort over applause. Don't live for the eyes of others. Live for your own standard of excellence. Keep the cosmic perspective. Remember the view from above. Don't let petty distractions steal your peace. The world doesn't get to define you. Not your past, not your job, not the noise around you. Every day, with every choice, you shape the lens through which you see yourself. So the next time you feel small, broken, or trapped, remember this: you are only one thought away from freedom. If this helped you, share it with someone who needs it.